How can I make good impression on my first interview? Hi, my name is May with New Insights. Well, I will say this. Every single time you are going to apply with a new company or having a brand new interaction with someone and you want to have introduction, a good experience, and a good positive impact in the other person, the first thing you need to do is ensure that you are very well put together and always dress up just a tiny bit above the position that you're looking for. If you are trying to go for something that normally requires jeans and t-shirt, maybe you want to go with something that is a little bit up, maybe some slacks, maybe a polo shirt, maybe a blouse, something that will step it up a bit. That is the first thing I'm going to mention that is super important. Why? Because as soon as you meet with someone, the first thing that they're going to look at is going to be your physical, your appearance. Make sure that your hair is well groomed, your nails are very nice and clean. You have, if you're a male, if you have facial hair, make sure that your beard, your mustache, everything is well trimmed. If you're a female, make sure that you have beautiful skin in front of you, all taken care of. You don't have to wear a lot of makeup. I will say that because a lot of makeup not necessarily helps, especially when you're going through an interview. And the first impression, you don't want to overwhelm the person just looking at all the different colors and the big eyelashes. No, you want to be conservative, you want to look beautiful and classy. Then that's the first part, physical appearance. Second part is make sure that you come well prepared with your resume and you speak very nicely, eloquent about what you are trying to achieve in that meeting. Sometimes the first interview is not necessarily to talk about the role that you are going to apply or that you're looking to get. Sometimes the first interview is just because I want to get to know you. I want to know what you're up to. Sometimes that person, that gatekeeper, wants to know a little bit about your background and where you come from, what has been your past, what have you done in your previous jobs, but not necessarily expand too much about the role. Why? Because they want to know for sure if this is the candidate that will best suit for the position that they're trying to fill. And many times, those recruiters or gatekeepers, they are actually fishing. They're trying to find the right person, the right candidate, the way that you speak, the way that you look, the way you dress, and the way that you convey your message. Make sure when you're speaking, you talk with that person not 100 miles an hour, not super slow, but at a good tone, and make sure they fully understand everything you say. Pronounce your words carefully and make sure that you speak on a positive light. Many people go into interviews and talk about the previous job or the job they want to leave in a negative tone. That is the first X. Don't do that. Always talk nicely and positive about your current boss and the company that you're working for. That is a big red flag. Never do that, okay? Never talk negative about anyone in the company that you're with, and always speak positive about why you want to leave the company that you're in. Make sure it is always about something good and great that you want to do, maybe career advancement, maybe because you want to explore different industries. It could be many things, but never talk negative. That's super important. So when you're doing that, I think you're in a great start. Make sure that you come prepared. Do not expect to answer all the questions if you're not prepared. Always go in there with an agenda. The agenda is I already review my resume. I can speak freely and openly about my previous experience, what I've done in the past, what I'm doing currently, and what got me to where I am today, and why I'm leaving this company, why I'm trying to pursue. Have that agenda very clear in your mind. Practice. Talk to yourself in the mirror, record yourself on a cell phone, and make sure that you listen to yourself over and over so that you can correct anything that you know may not be said, or maybe so you can correct things that maybe mannerisms, maybe you are constantly putting facial expressions or looking up all the time or doing things that you shouldn't be doing. I remember the reason why I say that is because I remember of this one person I interviewed many years ago. Every time I asked this gentleman a question, he went like, hmm, hmm, brushing and scratching his beard. I'm like, why are you doing that? It was the most awkward situation and experience I had in a very long time. So just please make sure that if you can videotape yourself and look at your mannerisms, if you have any, remove them. If you're doing a lot of oh, or you're constantly looking up or doing things like that, make sure that you correct that. Continue to record yourself over and over so that you fully understand where the opportunities are and fix them. All right. So that is one of the small nuggets of information that can help you to make a very good impression in your first interview or your first connect when you're trying to get a new job, a new opportunity. Be extremely positive. When you go there, go with a very positive attitude, like you got it, you got the job. And then before you leave, make sure that you ask questions too. If there is a follow up interview, ask what are the next steps? When can I hear back from you? Never leave an interview or a first connect without having a plan of action following that one. That's super important. It shows that you're interested, it shows that you have an organization system where you follow, okay, I went here today, this is the next step. They want to see that you also got it together. So make sure that you go prepared. Never go empty handed. Always go with your portfolio and notebook, your folder. Make sure that you actually go prepared to the interview. Take notes. Make sure that you grab the name of that person. So when you leave, and the email. So when you leave, and you get back home or to your office or to your car even, just shoot them back an email and say thank you so much for the opportunity to connect today, it was a pleasure, and you say whatever else you say, and then look forward to hearing from you soon into the next steps. Very short and sweet, but it shows that you are extremely interested in the position. All right, so those are the biggest tips and highlights in every interview first glance. One thing I want to mention as well is when you go into the company, make sure that you always research the company prior to attending the meeting, because they will say, why do you want to work here? You need to have a very good understanding about the background, the feedback, what they have been doing, how long they've been in business, what products are or services they're offering. Show that you have done your research prior to going into that meeting. It's super important. There has been people going into meetings and interviews just to get a quick connect or an actual formal interview, and the person doesn't even know anything about the company. I have done interviews where the candidate says, well, I just want to work for this company. But why? What attracts you about this company? Well, I just need a job. That is not the right answer. You want to make sure that you fully understand the products, the services, the opportunities that the company has, and how you can be of value to this company. It's not just I want to go and work with this company because of all the great things that you guys do and you offer, but I also want to be a value asset to this organization. With my background, with my experience, I can actually help this company grow even further because of my past achievements that I've done. And then you start numbering and mentioning every single one of those great accomplishments that you have had in the past. All of that is super important. I hope that this information was helpful to you. If it is, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on social media. I am on Instagram. In there, if you send me messages, I directly respond to them myself. And in here as well, I will respond to your comments and your messages. So, looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of New Insights, where you can get a percent better every single day in whichever event of life it is. God bless you, and I will see you then. Take care.